From United Nations Television, this is UN in Action.
Joseph Kanani lives on what appears to be an island, living as a squatter surrounded by farms that do not belong to him. He and his extended family are Batwa people, an indigenous minority in Burundi. Living in poor conditions in a village north of Burundi's capital, Bujumbura, Kanani says his family once owned land extending to the foothills, but all that is gone.
We do not have land. In the past, we have had no representation in the government, and anyone could come and build right in the middle of our land. The public will treat us like dogs that cannot bite.
Access to land in this tiny Central African country is the key to self-sufficiency and is seen as a source of power. Traditionally, the two main Bantu communities, the Hutus and Tutsi, were the dominant groups, and they remain so today. Historically, the Batwa community, 1% of the Burundi population, often worked as servants. This perception dominates their lives even now, says Deogracias Ntikuzahira Waling, a local government officer.
They were not allowed to enter people's homes. They were seen to be backward with no value and no future. Things have changed. People visit them, but the only obstacle is that there is no intermarriage with them. Even now, it cannot happen.
Their births go unrecorded, so the Batwa have no legal status, and as non-citizens they have no access to public services.
If I go to the doctor, they ask for our grandparents' identity cards so they can treat the child.
With no land to cultivate, Kanani fends for his young family of 3 children by making bricks. He earns 45 US cents a day, barely enough for a day's meal. The majority of the Batwa are illiterate. Staying at school for most Batwa children is just not possible.
Our children, we send them to school, but they do not complete 1 or 2 years. They drop out because of hunger. This is what harms us so much.
Traditionally, the Batwa women are potters, but now they realize their children need formal education to cope with a changing world. In an effort to promote political participation, the government has set aside seats in the National Assembly for members of the Batwa community. Liberate Nikayenzi is the Batwa's heroine. As the first woman member of parliament from the community, she not only represents the Batwa in the National Assembly, but also serves as a mentor.
We have this role, the responsibility to make the Batwa community aware of their rights, that can give them the access to social integration and to progress like others.
Isabel Kempf of the UN Regional Human Rights Office is working to help Batwa people.
In the case of the Batwa, what we do is we create a fora for them so that they come together, strategize together, learn together about their rights, and then we provide them space and opportunities also that they lobby with their respective governments.
It may take generations to change the living conditions of the Batwa, to transform mindsets and stereotypes that place them at the bottom of society. For Kanani, access to land and education are crucial for a better life. This report was prepared by Christine Wambaa for the United Nations.